The Prime Minister seeking to set the record straight in the controversy over who paid for the recent trip to Bermuda. The discussion making it to the House of Assembly this morning after continued prodding from the official opposition, whose leader, Michael Pintard, has openly accused the government of commingling government business with that of its party. And this after Director of Communications Latre Ramming told reporters Friday the PLP paid for the trip. Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honourable Fred Mitchell, called it a standard official trip arranged by the office of the Prime Minister, adding that once expenses were settled, there was a reckoning between public and private expenses. However, Pintard charges that it breaches the law that the government pay for a political trip to be reimbursed by a political party, going further to question who authorized it and will heads roll. Hoping to put the issue to rest, the Prime Minister told House members Wednesday the initial travel plan called for him staying a night in New York, coming and going. Chartering a flight ran into $150,000. Western Air eventually agreed to take the Prime Minister, a trip that swelled from just the Honourable Philip Davis to the PLP, upon the Bermudian government's invitation. Bermuda's Progressive Labour Party was formed by the Progressive Liberal Party here in the Bahamas.
Once I've decided that the PLP will join me on the trip, right, the arrangements for the charter had been paid for by the government. Right, I then, the day I was leaving, I left instructions with my senior policy advisor, because of the fact that that PLPs were going to be on the flight, to make sure that we will pay for the charter at least, and we make the arrangements. When we get into Bermuda, we will pay for the hotels, and we reckon and reimburse whenever we get all the receipts. And that's what the position was.
Well, the PLP last evening made public its reimbursement payment of $24,750 to the public treasury for the Prime Minister's flight to Bermuda, with the assurance that it will continue to share records of the reconciliation of any additional associated cost and payments.
In fact, I've decided that they will not take care of my whatever I paid, whatever I went for, I will pay for myself. But once we'll do the reckoning. And at the end of the reckoning, you'll see.